Okay, we're recorded. So let me start with people that are not showing video. So if your video isn't on, but you can talk, will you unmute? We'll start there because the majority of the people that have their video on can talk besides Christina. But I guess just kind of share, your name, maybe who you're under, and then like why you're here or how long you've been here or your favorite thing about the company or the business or the community or whatever. So whoever wants to go first, just unmute.
I'll go.
Go for it.
Hi. Were you wanting somebody, though, that's not on camera? I'm sorry. I just realized you asked that.
Whoever, honestly. We'll,
Okay.
we'll just go with it.
All right. I'll roll with it. So, hi, I'm Sarah Lopez. I am under Crystal Cates, and I am just a little over 3 weeks into my Thrive experience. And I just jumped right in to promote her before I'd even tried the product. I had been following Crystal for about 7 months and watching her and wanting what I saw she had, but just kind of thought, yeah, right. I don't think so. Well, then finally, after trying other things, I finally was like, okay, that's it. I got to try what she's got. And day one, I was hooked, and here I am. So anyway, that's who I am, and I'm loving it. And I'm working really close with Crystal and a couple other girls that are under her. And I just love it because it's not like the other stuff that I've sold in the past, because it's just your story, which is really easy to tell, and you can really connect with people when you can help them. And so I love that about this. So sorry, I don't know how much you want to hear from me, but that's where I'm at, and I'm in Washington. So
Yeah, so that works. So we'll just keep rolling. Like if she's about to be done, someone just unmute and go next. And you can also share like any tip that you have, anything that you feel called to share, whatever. So I'm gonna mute and let whoever just unmute. Just
okay, I'll go next. Hey, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I'm actually from Louisiana. I was actually following Kiana for a whole year before I decided to try the products. But I mean, she was so consistent, and she always shared her obsession for the product. So, and I know I needed a health check, seriously. So I gave it a try. I believe I wanted to promote before I even tried the products, like seriously, because I do love talking to people. And I mean, she kept saying how we get paid every week. And I was like, wait, I mean, I can use some extra cash, like seriously. But I had no idea that it was a community of loving people behind it. Like I had no idea that I was saying yes to just so much more than 3 products. I'm forever grateful that I did join. I do want to say a quick tip. I mean, just keep going. I swear it gets better. I'm learning so much more than I've known before I even joined. And I've been doing it since August. I don't know if I mentioned that Kiana is my upline. But I've been doing it since August, and I've learned gratitude. I've learned affirmation, how to pray, grow closer to God, love yourself. That's the main thing. Love yourself and just be yourself. Be confident in everything you do, because we all on here deserve so much more. So that's pretty much it.
And let me tell y'all, we had, sorry if anybody else was unmuted to go.
It's okay. No, you're good.
Of course, it was my people. She drove from Louisiana to Knoxville, Tennessee this past weekend. And it was 7 hours. I think that's right. 7, am I right?
It was a 9-hour drive.
9 hour. I know it was 7 or 9, but they drove all the way here to have lunch with us and do content and hang out, and it was just amazing. I was so glad to be able to hug her in person. Okay, Leticia or Tiffany, whichever one, y'all can go.
I'm gonna unmute real quick because I've got to go pick up my girl from work. But I'm Leticia. I'm under Krissa. I have been with the company since May, and I'll just keep it 100. I started like on fire, and I got into my feelings, and I let life happen, and I counted myself out for like so many different things. And I fell in love with the community. At first, it was the products is what I fell in love with, and just having that freedom. I'd done something like this before. And like I said, I counted myself out. I got in my own way, so many different things. And then at craziest time of my life, the community is what really brought me back to thrive. It's what brought me back to why I want to do this. And it got my, you know, I don't know, I'm not going to cry. They know I'm a crier. I already got emotional at the lunch or whatever. And I don't know why my heart's racing right now, but I guess it's just hearing everybody's stories and just being connected with you guys. And I just feel the shift. I know something is coming, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of this and be with you guys. And I'm going to unmute so I can drive, but I am still tuning in.
I'll go next. I'm Tiffany, and that's my 1-year-old. And I actually was off of social media for a long time. I just needed energy. Can you not? I needed energy. My upline is no longer here, but that's okay. I'm under Krista now. I needed energy, and it worked. And I needed to make extra money, so I hit the promoter button. And one of the tips I would say that I've gotten from this is, like I said, I came into it wanting to make extra money, but I've removed myself from it and just started serving other people and really focusing on how I can help them. And I've noticed that I'm being blessed in return because of that, just completely removing myself and not focusing so much on the dollar and just letting it work out how it should and leaving it up to God and how his plan for my life and his plan for my business. I've just really noticed such a huge shift and really focusing on my self-development, putting like not being on my phone first thing in the morning, just pouring into myself and praying over my goals and praying over the conversations that I have and letting God lead the way, and I'm just following. And I've been here for 6 months, and yeah, I think that's it.
I'll go. Hey y'all, I'm Jill Caitlin. I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, under big sis Britt. I'm a middle school teacher. I just started that like a few months ago, so pray for me because teaching in a pandemic is insane. I just celebrated my first year, February 5th. And so one of my biggest tips is what I've had to learn for myself is to surround yourself with all of these beautiful and inspiring women and hold on to your vision, because a lot of outside sources and just people who don't support you will legit bring you down and destroy your vision. So all the things you need to do, pour into yourself before absolutely everybody else, because you are the one that's going to get you to your vision. But you have all of these people right here supporting you every step of the way.
I'll go next. Hi, everybody. I'm Rebecca. I signed under Krista. I'm starting to learn that a lot of your girls, Krista, started like over the summer, last summer. So that's kind of cool. I live in Illinois, outside of Chicago in the suburbs. One of my local mom friends posted like we did the 7-day trial of the Alaska weather and we're over it now because it's like negative something outside every day and we have like 3 feet of snow and we're just all over it. Something I've learned and I would say specifically in the last like 6 to 9 months is how important it is to bulletproof your mind. My family has gone through a lot of struggles this entire last year. Like 2020 was a whirlwind. I got furloughed from my job in March. Didn't know if I would be able to go back when the pandemic hit. That was scary because we bought a house last year in November. My husband's going through a custody battle, so we've been in and out of court. And there's just so many outside circumstances. And something I learned is that life is always going to happen at you full speed. And it's always going to, I guess, try to take your focus away from the things that are important. And I'm learning that other people's opinions don't mean shit. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. I know who I am as a person. I don't care if my husband's ex says that I'm not a good person. I know that when my stepkids come here, I love on them. I'm good to them. They're always well taken care of here. I don't care if somebody laughs at my little side hustle that I'm doing, because when I replace my full-time income, I'm going to be the one that's smiling. I'm going to be the one that's super proud of myself. So stay close to the fire. Our tribe is seriously unmatched. To know that I have leaders, Brittany and Katie, they're all praying for us. They pray for us every day. They want to see us win and succeed. That's who I want to be surrounded with. Those are the women that I look up to, and that's where I want to be every day. So I love you, ladies. I love getting to know your stories. I'm here for the long haul, and I can't wait to see every one of you succeed.
I'll go next.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So I'm here in Wisconsin. I'm Jamie, and Christina is my upline. And we both came from a different company before, and I was watching her for like a year after she joined Thrive. And I just knew I needed her energy, and I just knew I needed like the business. I didn't know I needed the business at first, but then as soon as I got in, like I knew I needed it, and I was glad that I went all in from the first day. I had never tried the products. I just believed her, and I'm glad I did. I've learned, self-development. I had no clue what that was before I was here. And so it's been a huge game changer for me and for my anxiety and just everything. And one thing I've learned is that it's a 90-day business. Like when the leaders talk about it and they talk about consistency and that it's a 90-day business, it really is. And, so when I started in March, I went strong, and then I let it go for a while, and I learned, I learned a lot from that. So yeah, that's it.
Cool. I'll go next. I'm Brittany. I'm under Brittany, and I'm just so happy to freaking be here. Rebecca kind of lit my fire a little bit, just talking about people's opinions, and I'm unemployable. I've decided. That is it. I've had so many jobs. I hate every single job I've ever had. I just have wanted to work for myself for so long, and I just didn't know that. And it took me like jumping out and doing it to like realize this is where I need to be. And just having the people in Brittany's downline that have signed up with me recently, the girls that I've met are just like absolutely amazing. And this community, I've never had girlfriends that genuinely like care about me in like a good way. I've always been like friends with the dudes because like I don't get along with girls, like they just don't, so to have that girl connection is just so amazing. And I love all of you already, and no plan B. We're here for the long haul, like Rebecca said. I'm just so happy to be here, and I love all of you already, and I'm just overjoyed and so happy. I did my first live the other day, and I'm just over the moon. I love you all.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me at all? It's Ashley.
Yes,
corner.
we can.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. My little AirPods, I'm still trying to figure them out. I feel all bougie with these things in my ears. But I'm glad y'all could hear me because I have bronchitis. So if I get really short of breath all of a sudden, don't worry. I'm not about to die. It's fine. But I'm Ashley. I'm from South Carolina. I'm under Brittany, and Brittany has to give me her tough love all the time because I really struggle in the self-development department and getting past myself and getting out of my head about everything. I've been with other companies before. I have failed with them before because I just didn't vibe with how they did things. And it truly is different here. But I know I have to get out of my head and just go for it. And I've been here, I think March or April will be a year, and I'm still where I was then, like rank wise. But I feel like my mindset and stuff is continually growing, but I do have to work on me, number one, before anything else. And I get really overwhelmed in the chat sometimes because I'm a nurse, and by the time I can finally get to my phone, there's like 237 things on there, and I'm like, holy crap, where do I even begin with all this? So I am usually there trying to catch up on things. So if y'all notice that there's stuff like behind, and I'm like commenting for stuff from like 8 o'clock in the morning, that's why, so don't be judging, okay? But I am glad to be here, and all of you guys are so inspiring and keep kicking ass. Oops, sorry for the kids.
I'll go next. I know y'all just heard me talk, but I just wanted to say, like, because I used to, before these products, before I've seen the work it can truly do in my life, I was never one to be confident, especially not on a live. Definitely not on a live. Talking to people was very hard for me. I kind of would be one to like be quiet. And then when you got to know me, you're like, okay, this girl's not quiet. But I was very scared to be myself because I kind of always worried about what others thought. And especially after having a kid, I felt like, you know, it did things to my body. Oh, by the way, I'm under Jenna. She's my upline. I felt like it did things to my body that I was not prepared for. And for that reason, I went into postpartum depression. And I honestly have learned throughout my whole journey, the biggest takeaway for me is that self-love radiates your confidence. So I was not taking care of myself. I truly thought my purpose here was to be a mom, and that was it. And that my goals in health just didn't matter because I was taking care of a kid. But one of the main things that I've learned throughout my journey is that it's okay to be confident. I feel like a lot of people, you know, they are scared to be confident because they don't want to seem cocky or they don't want to seem, you know, stuck up. But at the end of the day, like I used to not be able to look in the mirror and like who I was. Like I'm talking, I would spend 2 hours doing my makeup and hair and getting all done up. And I still did not feel pretty. I hated it. Like I truly did not like who I was. And I had to see that it was because I wasn't taking care of myself. I did not feel good on the inside. And so when I heard about these 3 steps, I honestly thought it was a bunch of crap. And that's why it took me a year to join. But I had to see that like nothing's going to change on its own, and that, you know, if nothing's changing, then there's a disconnect and I need to figure out what's going on because I truly didn't feel good on the inside. And I had to see that there's more. And I didn't believe there was more. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, like coming into this business, I was scared. I was very scared. And one of the main things that I've learned along the process is what personal development can truly do for you. I've never been one to believe in personal development or even know what it is. Like when Jenna told me, you know, I want you to get, you know, a solid routine in the morning. Like I've never been one to have a morning routine. I just kind of go with the flow. And I truly have noticed a difference in my overall days when I set myself up in personal development and pouring into myself. I've noticed that I'm able to look at the negativity coming my way and ducking from it, and knowing and keeping my blinders on that I literally have so much to offer somebody, and that not everybody's going to be in my corner, and that's okay. I don't really care. Like as long as I love me and who I am, that's all that matters. And I'm here to serve, and staying silent serves no one. So I'm going to always share my story. So I know that was kind of long, but that's it.
I'll go. Can you guys hear me? Hello? You guys can hear me? Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. I'm Amanda. I've been doing this since like the probably middle of November. My upline is Brittany, and I've been doing. I started this probably because okay, I don't know if there's any kids or anything, but yeah, I started because I'm a survivor of sexual abuse captive and molestation as a child. So I grew up having to I couldn't speak, I couldn't have my way, I couldn't I was told a lot that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So I did this. I was watching Brittany for like 2 years actually, and I was actually overweight back then, and then I didn't have the money, so I had to lose weight on my own. So I lost almost 100 pounds on my own. And then when I was finally ready to do this, I've lost another like 15 to 20 pounds on this. So I was actually a day 2 thriver. So I felt it like, and it was the mental clarity. So my mentality's always been kind of fogged just because of all the stuff I've been through. And then day 2, when I was on Thrive, I was talking to my niece because I used to take care of her in the mornings. And you know that whole like your kids will be talking to you and you're like, yeah. Well, I was actually having like a full-on conversation with her, and I was like, oh my God, I'm awake and it's a 7:30 in the morning. So I was like, that's what made me want to do this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And it is taking longer for me. It's been like 3 or 4 months, but to me, I have a big faith also, and I'm gonna work towards what I want, of course, but I know that like I was freed when it was time for me to be freed. God guided me through everything also. And then to me, I'm like, okay, God will, when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, God, like, give me a sign. Is it going to happen now? I'm still going to talk, have my convos and stuff like that. But I know that when it's my time, it'll come, you know, and yeah, so that was my Thrive story.
Hi, so I'm Desiree. I do not have an upline anymore. I got into Thrive about 10 months ago, and then I decided that life got in my way, and I decided I needed a break. Took about a 4 or 5 month break because life just happened, and I needed to learn that when it was my time again, I would be ready to come back. And I would say the most important thing that I've learned coming back this second time was community is everything. You ladies is what makes us grow as a whole, and having leaders that are there for us and support us no matter what. I reached out to Ms. Brittany the middle of January, and I was like, I'm ready. I'm Desiree, and I do not have an upline, but tell me what I need. And she did. She was very supportive, and because of her, I'm thriving more than what I was in the beginning. So thank you. And if you guys are afraid to lean on your upline or even in the chats, don't be afraid. I know I'm saying that because it was hard for me. I'm a very outgoing person, very social butterfly, but when it comes to this, I figure that I might as well get on now because Brittany's looking at me like I need to go live. So this is good to practice. Community is everything. And I think we have all the resources at the tip of our hands, and I think we all can be successful. This is an amazing business. And I was a part of a network marketing company before. I was very skeptical and had every excuse why not to join Thrive as a promoter. And I'm glad that I made the decision to just do it because it's a phenomenal company. There is no other, I will tell you that. So you guys keep doing what you do and love on each other, and God will make a way when it's time.
Okay, I'll go. Usually I like to be one of the first to talk because I get so excited, and tonight I just decided to let you guys all go first because I really just wanted to like soak in hearing all of your stories and get to know all of you, and it's been so beautiful. So one of the biggest things, me and Rebecca did a opportunity live yesterday, and it was on our journey in sobriety. And I think one of the biggest things that I've gained in this business alone is really getting my life back. For those that don't know, I have over 9.5 years of sobriety, and within those years of sobriety, I felt very stuck. I felt like I knew I was made for more, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. I felt very, very lost. And, you know, this coming into my life has completely just changed everything for me. And one of the things that I think I realized, I don't know why I'm nervous right now. Usually I'm not nervous, but I'm nervous right now. One of the things that I have realized is this being my own business and having my own purpose for this business of my own is that, you know, I've been through a lot of dark times in my life, but I'm so thankful for them. Every single one of them, I truly have come to a point where I am so thankful for them, because I know that is part of my purpose here. I have, like, God had such a bigger purpose for everything that I've ever been through. And I just know that's part of my purpose here. And I think for a long time, that's why I felt so stuck, was because I felt like I, you know, got rid of the substance, but I didn't know what my purpose was. And everybody has a purpose in life. And when you don't know what it is, you can feel very lost. But this made me really learn what that purpose was. And that truly just gave my life back to me as a whole. So I'm so thankful for each and every one of you every single day. And that's all I have to say.
I'll go next. I don't know if y'all can hear me. That was kind of obnoxious. I am Stephanie, and I am under Brittany. I'm in Texas. But I started in June last year. And girl, it's crazy in Texas. What? What's Camber's phone? Okay. I started in June, and I'm just gonna be real with y'all, but I started and I didn't hit my VIPs. And so I got like really discouraged, but I was also going I was also going through a divorce, and I had just had a baby. So life was happening, and then the whole COVID stuff. And so life was happening, and honestly, I was so scared, and I wasn't scared. I was just intimidated by everything that was in this community. And I hate to say that, but I didn't feel like I was ready for what we had here. And so I stopped doing everything. I stopped taking the products, and I went back to my old habits and just felt like crap. And I was depressed, and I just fell back off. And so I was about to delete my social media because it was so negative during that time. And I was still on my maternity leave. And so I was doing nothing but sitting at home. And whenever you're scrolling through social media and all there is negativity, it gets to you. And so I posted on social media that I was deleting it. And Britt messaged me and was like, "This is why I'm here. I can help you. I can help you through whatever you're going through." And honestly, I didn't respond to her. I read it and was like, whatever, like, how do you know what I'm going through? And I'm not saying that to be rude, but I had that victim mindset where everything was happening to me. And so honestly, like, I just wanted to drop the social media and just focus on getting my life back together. And then in October, every day, God kept putting it on my heart, like, you need to start back. You need to. And I finally like reached back out to Britt and was like, okay, like, I need this. I know what we have, and I know the community, and I know the products are amazing. And So I mean, every day it was like all through October, I was like, okay, like, I hear you, God, I hear you. And so I told Britt, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to go all in. And so I started taking the products that I had left. And Britt told me that I had to become active again. And so I didn't have the money. I was still struggling. I was still stuck. And that was one reason why I started, is because I needed the income too. And I never bought a sample. I never bought, I was never a customer. I just jumped right in. One, because we had the Black Label and I was full of just depression and anxiety. And so I just jumped right in. But I literally had to go through my whole house and get the money to start back up because I didn't have the money. And so I wanted it that bad. And I just knew what we had. But since then, I feel like growth has just happened throughout my mindset. And what lit me on fire is whenever my ex told me that I would have to live off of government assistance and child support for the rest of my life. And excuse my language, but I said, bullshit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I will make a way, and I'm not going to go get a second job. I'm not going to go become a bartender, because that's what I was honestly thinking about doing. And that's what lit my fire, is just him doubting me. But I knew what we had in this community, and this community has been freaking everything. Even on hard days, we all have a safe place. Like today was freaking hard, just with the electricity and all that. But I was so blessed today, and God was shining through everything. So not only that, but health wise, I've lost over like 25 pounds, and I just feel amazing. And my depression and anxiety is under control. So everything that we have here is just amazing. And I've been with other companies and I've never felt this. But one thing I wanted to mention is like the consistency. So I watched Britt for this was during her wedding in March. And I was like, who is this chick? Who is this chick? Because her wedding, the things that she was posting was just beautiful. And I was like, where did you come from? Like, you are a godsend. I had never met her anywhere else. I'd never talked to her. And I made one comment on how freaking beautiful she was in her wedding dress. And it just lit up everything. So conversations and consistency are how things grow. But that's all.
Is there anyone that hasn't? Okay, go for it.
I'm Mel. That was a lot that everybody gave. I feel like I'm just like sitting here soaking it all in, because I think we've all been in that same space and place. I mean, me and Brittany were friends before even jumping into anybody's entrepreneurship, but I think we're both looking for a better everything. We had a good job. I mean, let me rephrase. The job we acquired paid good money for what we needed at the time, but it was not a good job. Our boss sucked. Our boss sucked so bad. She made our lives miserable. She was just the worst. She was really, I feel like, the pivot point for probably both of us, just to be like, peace, I'm out. Like, I can't take this any longer. I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. My daughter's 3. So when Britt and I met, it was just Vincent. Like, I had Vincent, she just had Kingston. I mean, not just had him, but I'm just saying we had 2 boys. And around the same age, you know, I used to go by and talk to Britt all the time. I feel like I've been the same person since I met Britt, like that person everybody always like came to get advice from. I don't know, they always call me Mama Mel. I watched Britt. Britt said, hey Mel, like, let's go in and do this something else. We joined this other MLM. It was whack. It was all of that. It was too much money. It was great. I mean, I felt great. There were definitely results, but it wasn't something that over time that I was still, you know, benefiting from. Like I wasn't feeling better about the people I was connecting with. I wasn't feeling better about the way that, you know, things were moving, even though everything was like God and it's its purpose. And I'm a very spiritual person. Y'all, I'm doing a whole prayer journal for women via YouTube. Like I totally sit down and do this. It's not like a pretend halftime type thing. Like I'm always trying to tune back in to God's word and like have him order my steps, because I always get in my head about other stuff. So yeah, fast forward, I watched Brittany for 3 years. I was like thinking to myself, as soon as she came over, I was like, nope, not gonna do it. I love her so much, but no, it's not happening. Not gonna happen. I'm not investing no more. I can't do this any longer. And then I said the same thing to myself about watching her. I can't do this any longer. Like I gotta do something to jump in. So automatically, like when she sent me, you know, all the information, same for me. I mean, I trust Britt. I mean, me and Britt go back like Cadillac and Faux Flats even before this. So we've had a lot of, you know, intimate moments. I know Brittany's definitely grown into a different woman, but that's what this pushes us to do, right? It pushes us to kind of dig deeper. That message I shared today in the Telegram, I wrote it last night. I was debating on even sharing it with you guys because I was like, I don't know if this is for my team or if this is for, I'm like, dude, this is for everybody. Everybody needs this, right? And the GoPro book, I feel like is just one of the resources that, you know, I read a lot in general, but I'm again, single mom, so I don't really read. It's just the Audible, and I listen to everything in 2 times. If you guys don't hear me, I talk pretty fast in general. So I'm always in a hurry and always on the go. I'm a supervisor and I'm always tired. So when I saw her with the Black label and she's like, this is life. And I'm like, oh no, see, I need that on my first order. And I definitely feel like my Black label, I just recently ran out last week and I'm waiting for like my auto ship to get here because, you know, I'm doing the Ultimate Thriver, so it's gotta be on auto ship and I wasn't trying to order other stuff because I ordered a bunch in January. So either way, I'm like, every mom needs this. Like every mom needs this. I was the yelling mom, just a non-patient, shut up, and I'm trying to throw the book and everything at the kids just to like get some peace of mind. But you know, all the chaos goes on here and I'm just zen, chill. You know, I don't have like any of those like roller coaster mood swings anymore. So I feel like this is definitely a blessing and a godsend. And it's so important, I think, for me and for all of us, right? That when we're feeling like everything we're trying, which I think everybody could probably relate to this, when you try everything within your will to make things happen, right? And you're going through all these motions and stuff, you have that moment of realization. No, please. You have this, ma'am. You have this moment, you have this moment of realization where it's like, you know what? I've tried everything on my own, like my own, like fleshly ways. Like, why not try God, right? Like everybody else will steer you wrong. People definitely will let you down. Okay, you put all your expectation in people, it is a known fact that people will let you down. But in all things, that's the reason why too, I really love this community, because somebody there is going to give you a spiritual uplifting, right? I can't physically go to my church and, you know, fellowship with them, but y'all, this is the church, the people, the body, all of us, every single one of us have a job to do, you know, and giving back. And like I said in the post, you know, God has given all of us God-given talents that we need to, you know, definitely hone in on, because it's our job to give that to somebody else. He didn't give it to us to just keep like greedily, right? Because if y'all ever read stuff in the Bible, those that didn't use those gifts accordingly, he just took it from them, gave it to somebody else that was doing what they needed to, right? So that's all I got. I feel like I'm preaching. I love you all, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
I'll go. I'm Brittany. Jenna is my upline. I have been doing Thrive. I'm in upstate New York also. I've been on the 3 steps for like 9 months and promoting for like a month and a half. And this is the first time I've been on one of these where we have all like chit-chatted and shared our stories. And this is freaking amazing. Like a lot of the stuff on here is super deep and it's super awesome to put faces and voices with everybody in the Telegram chats like all day long. So it's cool to see you guys and actually hear your voices instead of sitting on mute this whole time. And it's super amazing to hear everybody's stories, whether like how you got here, why you're here, what challenges you faced to be here today. It's freaking awesome that everybody on here is open enough to I could cry. I'm a weird emotional person too though, but but it's just super awesome that everybody in here is that comfortable to share their stories as to why they're here. I started doing my 3 steps just because I've always lacked the nutrition part in my health, and the fitness has always been there, but the nutritional part hasn't. And Jenna went to school with my husband, and so I had followed her before, and I had a little meeting with her and Britt today, and I was telling them, I was like, to be honest, like I would always just see Jenna looking smoking hot in her pics, and like she'd have all these big old posts, and I'd just keep like tapping past like whatever her incentive things were for like whatever her business thing was. Like I just knew she looked like a babe like on her boat, and she always was so happy and like had so much energy. Like I needed that, and I was just like, so I did that. Like that's what I did. And then I was telling them today that Jenna had like reached out during like a promo time and was like checking in with me, seeing how I was doing. And I was just like, I was straight up honest with her. I was like, girl, I haven't been doing those steps. Like, I just I don't even need product because I like fell off the bandwagon a minute ago, you know? And then, so I was cleaning out cupboards, and everybody get ready to pick their jaws up. Okay. I literally almost threw out the product that I had because I had only been taking my capsule. Everybody's face right now. Yeah. But then I was like, I might as well just order those capsules, and like, because at the time I really didn't do any product research. I just knew Jenna looked healthy. She seemed happy, like full of energy. So I was like, I'm going to be spending that money at Target on something else anyways. Like, might as well try them, you know? And so I ordered my capsules, and then I was just like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to hold myself accountable for this. Like, I'll do this. Like, I'm really going to stick to this, like whole 3-step thing. And then I messaged her one day, and I was just like, I should become a promoter, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, I can do that, can I? And she's like, yeah, girl, you can. But like, let's dig a little deeper as to why. Like, I'm not just going to like let you join my team because you're saying you want to. Like, let's find out why. And so I just told her that like, I need to hold myself accountable. And then if I'm introducing these products to people to hold them accountable for their health, then it's also holding myself accountable. Like I can't fall off that little bandwagon again and skip my 3 steps. I have to do my 3 steps. I have to show up every day for myself, for the people who I'm introducing these products to. And like I was telling Britt and Jenna today, it's so crazy that you don't really think about it being like a little domino chain effect, but like all my new promoters and all my new customers like may or may not have ever found out about our products if I never decided to be a promoter, because I had been using them, but I had just never shared them with anybody. It was kind of just like my thing. I normally I wear 1 pieces, and I kind of normally always put it on my stomach, like during the summer. So it wasn't like I was out there like, oh, look at this patch, you know, like, and so like now my promoters are also the same way. Like people that have come across my new people, like they may have never found out about it. So it's just so wild to me that like, it's like a little trickling effect or so. And honestly, like I never even thought about the incentives that come with being a promoter. I was just trying to like get people to feel as happy and healthy as I was feeling, as Jenna was feeling. And then it like turned into all y'all on the screen right now, like, which is even crazier to me, which is so cool. And I feel like that's one thing that I've learned is that, I'm normally pretty absent from the chats. I read them, but I don't normally like interact with them. But I always am reading them, and I just think it's so cool and so uplifting. Like I was saying in the beginning, how everybody is just so open with each other. And like, even though we don't know each other, like we are each other's biggest freaking cheerleaders. Like we are here to support everybody that even isn't on this work with me right now. Like we still love them. We just know they're doing their thing, whatever they need to do right now. But so I just think it's really cool. I think you guys are cool. I don't know. That's all.
Okay, I'll take a whack at it. So I'm Shavana. My upline is Candy, and I seriously think that I've got to be like underdog story of the year because when I joined the business, like I'm not gonna lie, my heart wasn't in it. I was a product user and I was stuck there, but I don't know what made me hit the promoter button. I just did it like on a whim. I just did it. And I was in plan B mode, like literally stuck in plan B mode. I'm like, well, full-time working mom, and then I baked on the side. Like I do all the things. So I'm like, if this doesn't work out, worst case scenario, I still got a job, even though I didn't like the job. Like, but that's a whole nother story. This is my Thrive story. So, I don't know. I had that aha moment. I was in the business. I've been thriving for almost 2 years next month. It'll be 2 years. So, but within that first year, that's when I had my aha moment. I was about 6 months in. When I first came in, it was a lot going on. You guys know this company spoils us. It was like double VIPs, I think, at the moment I came in. So I hit my VIP and it was double VIP. So 800 was 1600 and all that. And I got in this mode of, oh, this is going to be easy. And if it doesn't work, I'll just get a job. Well, guess what? It didn't work. So as I was failing through that, I got a little discouraged. I would say one time I thought about leaving the business in 2 years, one time. And God works in mysterious ways because that one time I actually thought about it and because I wasn't getting any interaction. Like I said, like 6 months had went by. And when I say I show up every day, the consistency was there. I never missed a Zoom, nothing. And I kept asking my upline, like, what am I doing wrong? What more can I do? What more can I do? And she's like, honestly, I feel like it's just not your time because I can see that you're showing up, you're being consistent, you're on the trainings, you're doing all the things. So it's just not your time. And I'm like, well, maybe this isn't for me. And this girl had been following me from the moment I started. And like I said, God works in mysterious ways. And she actually sent me like a paragraph about how she had been watching me from the beginning and how much she admired me and like literally quoted something I said on the live one day. And I'm like, what? But I knew in that moment, this was for me, because I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, I'm just a worker, like I manage companies, but I'm nobody special. And it makes you feel like you don't have a voice or how you can help someone or something to share, And that really touched me. And I asked my granddad about it because he was my best friend. And I told him, I'm not sure if I can do this. And he told me, anything that allows you and frees you up to spend more time with me and the kids, that's what you need to be doing. He's like, anything that creates freedom in your life is what you need to be doing. And from that moment on, I've been running. Like from that moment on, I never had a doubt in my mind. I don't care if it takes me 5 years to go 200K or whatever. It's not, but I'm just saying, I'm willing to go the distance. That's how passionate I am about it. Like it showed me failing forward that I had to switch that mindset and stop thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? And why is this not working at this moment? And it's like, it switched to my story is going to be great. I cannot help somebody who's struggling in their business if I've never struggled in my business. Like if I just came in and went straight to the top, I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done marketing a day in my life. How am I going to help somebody through that? How am I going to be able to tell them it's going to be okay? Sometimes things get hard if shit never got real. That's just how I thought about it. I had to flip that mindset. And I love when Britt refers to the arrow effect, because I'm like, when I shoot across that stage on that 200K finish line, my arrow may be taped together, broken, missing feathers on the end, but it's coming. Like I can feel it in my heart because I'm passionate about it. And usually before these products, I didn't like people. Like I was not a people person. Like I'm a happy person. I laugh a lot. I smile a lot. But on the inside, I felt a little dead inside. Like Candy knows, when she first met me, I was like, hey, how you doing? What can I get you? Okay, done with it. And once I began to feel better, I began to do better. I poured into myself for almost a year in self-development, because when you're broken on the inside, it takes time. You can't inspire your audience, if you will, if you can't motivate yourself. How are you going to help somebody who's having a bad day when you're broken inside? So with that being said, I don't know if I just went on a rant, ramble, preach, or whatever, but that's me and that's my story. And we're all going to the top together. I feel it. But like they said, you just don't give up, and you have to be passionate, and you got to care. If your heart's not in it, it's never going to work for you until you have that light bulb go off, that decision, if you will. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Is there anyone that hasn't went yet that you want to share your name?
So I'll go. My name is Selena. Kiana is my upline. I actually started the products with someone else, but I wasn't feeling her vibe. So I stalked Kiana's page and I just loved the hell out of her. But anyways, so I hit the promoter button and I had no clue, absolutely no clue what I was doing, what I was getting myself into, or that it was like a whole community behind it. And I'm just so, I want to cry. I'm so thankful that this whole community is behind it, because this happened in my life where I was in a very dark place. I was dealing with a lot of things and I was alone. And I'm just so happy that all of you guys are here. All of you guys have different stories, different walks of life, and it all comes together as one beautiful thing with one purpose, and it's to get better for yourself, for your family, and to help other people. And that's my story.
I'm like waiting for someone else to go. I'm like, do we unmute? Do we not unmute? No, I'm like, no, but I just want to say something 5 seconds. Do you guys know how proud I am of you right now? Like my cup, like I cry so easily lately. I don't know what's going on, but like hearing all of your guys' stories on a different, more personable level is what fuels me to fight even harder for you guys, because I know the person behind the screen. And this is why I'm really glad that Krista just followed her inspired action on this one, because we need this so much more, so much more. And I promise you guys, I am here praying for you, standing in the gap, believing in you, lighting a fire in your booties when I need to, believing in you, speaking life into, and I will continue to do that for you guys. All I ask for you is to share your vulnerabilities and your stories, because we need them. There's so many women on here that I need your voice. I need your voice. I need your story. So imagine who else does. There's so many of you guys. I'm like in the screen, like I'm like, there's so many of you guys. Sorry, I scared you. But there's so many of you guys that are literally leaders already without a freaking rank. Without a freaking rank. Like I'm over here like, Shavana, you need to go live. I'm over here like every single one of you has a voice. It doesn't take anything except for you. That's it. And I just like, I'm big air hugging you right now, because I'm just like so freaking proud of every single one of you. I was over here trying not to cry because I always cry, but I'm like, you guys just make me such like a proud mama. That's literally how I feel, is like I just raised all of you guys and watched you guys walk across like graduation stage or something, because your guys' stories, your guys' vision, your guys' heart, your guys' leadership, your guys' mindsets, your guys' belief, your vision, it all comes back to this community. So I need you to hold that one little piece right there, you and community, because there's women out there that need us. Okay, that's it. I don't know if anyone else needed to share. I just needed to say I'm proud of you.
I just wish that everybody was on tonight. We might have been here for a few hours, but I think it would have been so amazing. Like, this was amazing, but like the people that weren't here tonight, I feel like missed out so much. That I think that this is definitely something that we should do like way more often, and like put it in the schedule that like this is what will be happening like during that. I actually
or a team op event.
Yeah, I
a whole
almost went to
tribe op event.
Yes, I almost went to bed. I even like posted my goodnight story, and then I was like, I'll hop on. Like, I'm feeling it. And I am so glad that I did. So glad.
Can I just say something really quick to that? So part of leadership and part of like kind of facing things and like magnetizing that like arrow effect, like Shavana was talking about, is following those inspired actions. So like, when there's things that you see that this community needs, guess what? It's on your heart for a reason. Sorry, but it is. Like we talked about earlier, Brett. And so I just want to tap you guys into that. You know that team page is all yours, Booze. You guys can do whatever you want in that team page. You guys can do whatever you want on any day of the night. You guys can do anything that you feel inspired to do. There's no like leadership rank over here that you need to be hosting a training or hosting something. Tap into that because that fuels those fires. I'm telling you. So just wanted to say that.
So if no one else has anything else to share, we can end it with like, listen, I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have anything planned for tonight. I guess this was just kind of like whatever came to was what was on my heart. Like I'm here fresh out the shower. I've been stuffing my face with Dove chocolate this whole Zoom. Like I'm PMSing. I'm not feeling anything tonight. And this is exactly what we needed. Like every bit of it. And it's funny because we just got a bit of this in person. I had all of majority of my team come to Knoxville where we live, and we had I knew you were eating Valentine's Day candy. Yes, stuffing we're not going to count how many I ate, it's fine. But we did this in person Saturday, and everybody just kind of talked or whatever. This is what we're going to be doing soon enough in person with Brittany. These things are like, that's what we're pushing for. We're going to have our leadership retreats, we're going to have these times, but just being able to, I want you all to look at what happened tonight and realize that you saying yes leads to this. Brittany saying yes, this whole Zoom is her people. Half of this Zoom is my people. If she didn't say yes, if I didn't say yes, if Kiana didn't say, we wouldn't be here. So I want you all to think about that. It's not posting something and putting something on our stories to freaking sell some vitamins, to grow your paycheck. It's literally for this right here. It is a domino effect. This is why you show up every day. Brittany probably didn't have a team of 100 in 10 days, right? This is a gradual thing. It's not an overnight success. This is why you're putting your heart out there on social media every day. This is why you're showing up. So that a year from now, or maybe even less, you're going to have 33 people on your own personal Zoom doing this because of you saying yes, because of you showing up every day, regardless of what life happens. So I want you all to remember that. That's the main thing that I want you all to take from this tonight. I'm getting emotional, so I gotta stop. So if anyone didn't share, go ahead and unmute, do that now. If not, then we will end it like this. I think this was perfect. It was recorded. If people want to go back and watch it, if you want to share this, it didn't even feel like we were on for an hour at all.
Hey, Krista, before we all go, if nobody minds, I would like if y'all would allow for my son to pray for us.
Yep.
Anybody?
Yep.
Cool.
Do it.
Anybody else have anything else to say? Come over here, son. Oh, come on. You got this. You don't pray from the church.
Okay.
Can you guys hear him?
Hi. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you give us, and thank you for allowing us to wake up this morning. Thank you for the opportunities and blessings that you give us. Thank you for allowing us to get to this moment in our lives. Lord, please hope that we have a better future and a better life moving forward. Lord, help people that are in need and are going through stuff. Please bless the weather where people are and bless that their house and health is safe. And Lord, please bless the people that are in hospitals and bless families that are going through rough times because of COVID. Please bless that people can get better and get through and stay strong. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Good job, baby.
Hey, freaking man. Thank you for letting him do that. And that boy.
I know, y'all don't start because I was good. I said don't do it.
Oh, as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, nope, cut the Zoom off right now. I can't. So, okay. Well, I hope you all have a great night because I can't. I'm good night, y'all. Bye.
Good night.